state moves to tender State's Exhibit 916 into evidence, which is a business record certificate from Google for the Google records concerning Matthew Lanz 13 at gmail.com, as well as State's 917, which is an activity search history report contained and covered by the Google business record certificate.
Any objection?
No, we've talked about that particular exhibit. I think the state has picked out maybe 8 or 9 of those to eat into the court. The remainder of those can be put into the record, but not go to the government.
Okay.
That's correct, Your Honor.
Right, so states 916 and 917 are admitted with the limited limitations on the emails that will be presented to the court.
Searches. But yes, searches.
Searches, sorry.
That's okay. All right. So I'm going to publish the ones we've discussed. Okay, very good. State's Exhibit 917 here. Let's see. What sort of Google search did you see on November 16th of 2021?
Searching facts about blood. It was a Johns Hopkins website.
And what other search was looked at on November 16th of 2021?
Catholicism and the 10 Commandments for Dummies.
Was there a reference to the 10 Commandments during your interview with Mr. Lanz?
Yes, that was a reference made by Detective Jackson during the interview.
Looking at October 9th here, what sort of searches were seen on October 9th?
That's the 29th, I think, really.
I'm sorry, 29th.
Ballistic calculators for long-range shooting.
Looking next at, I guess, earlier in the day or evening or early morning hours of October 29th of 2021, what other search do you see?
What would getting shot by 308 be like?
And
do heads really explode as portrayed in Pulp Fiction?
looking at October 20th of 2021, what sort of Google search do you see?
OZ9 combat pistol, black slide and barrel with Trijicon RMO6 optic.
And how long after the purchase of his ZTEC 09 OZ9 was this search made?
Not even 2 weeks.
And what else do you see on, October 17th of 2021?
That is his 22 mag velocity. And then it continues on. There's another search for Zev OZ9 pistol.
Then also on October 15th of 2021, what do we see here?
Another search for Zev OZ9. This is for reference of barrel length in inches.
And below that?
Search for Glock 19 barrel length inches.
And then on October 15th?
Zev pistols. A couple of different models there. I think that's like the main website.
Do you see another search for Zev 09?
Yes.
OZ9?
Yes, actually visited the website.
Okay. And this was how many days after the official purchase where he then possessed the Zev OZ9?
2 days.
Then looking at October 12th of 2021, what sort of searches were done on October 12th of 2021?
total number of fatalities in the United States 2018.
And also,
Mortality in the United States 2019.
and
CDC. This is I visited website Fast Stats. It's deaths and mortality.
and when was this in relation to the purchase of the Zev OZ9?
The day before.
Very briefly, did you obtain other records through the course of your investigation?
Yes.
Did that include things like Instagram records,
Yes, they did.
UGA records?
Yes, student records.
Did you speak to some classmates?
Yes.
Did you obtain some flock images as we've discussed previously?
Yes, I did.
Did you also extract some computer or hardware devices from the defendant?
I did.
Did you speak to neighbors in the surrounding area?
Yes, we did.
With regard to any of that material, were you able to glean at anything that was relevant to this double homicide?
No.
Did you ever find a link between Amber and or Justin Hicks and the defendant Matthew Lanz?
Not personally, only to the residents.
And when you say the link to the residence, was that really with Matthew Lanz or his brother?
His brother.
And I know we've talked a lot about Matthew Lanz. Is he in the courtroom?
Yes.
Can you please point him out for the court?
Yes, he's the gentleman sitting at the defense table wearing a green jumpsuit.
Let the record reflect that he has identified the defendant in this case. Nonetheless,
Just the record will still reflect.
thank you. Despite not having a specific connection between this defendant and Amber and or Justin Hicks, what evidence linked Matthew Lanz to these homicides?
Well, we know from video evidence and his own statements that he was in the area during the time frame these crimes occurred. Not just in the area, but within a very, very, very close proximity by his own admission. We also know that his vehicle had left the neighborhood approximately 1 minute after the last known rear porch light had gone off, and we see movement running from the backyard. So the car was seen leaving within the right time frame of when we have identified that the crime occurred. The defendant then puts his phone in airplane mode and goes back to Athens, at which point his parents recover a pistol from his person the next day, less than 24 hours after the crime occurred. The weapon was in his possession. He was reluctant on giving the weapon to his mother and subsequently gave it to his father, at which point was collected, brought back to his parents' house. That weapon and ultimately ballistically matched shell casings that we had recovered from the crime scene. That ammunition contained from that pistol, as far as the pistol magazines belonging to that gun, did match the same type of ammunition that was recovered from the crime scene. Not only was the weapon ballistically matched to the shell casings, but the defendant's DNA was recovered from the pistol grip of that weapon, which he then had purchased in Athens a little over a month before this murder happened.
Given the very narrow time frame you were able to establish as to when these murders occurred, what was that small window again?
It was 9:59 p.m. and 40 seconds to approximately 10 10:10 p.m.
And when was it that Jacob Hicks actually left that home? Or was taken out of the home?
It's around 9:45, 9:50. I don't recall the exact time he exited the house.
Which is roughly how long the 2-year-old Jacob was inside the home with his dead parents.
Just shy of 12 hours.
Did you lay eyes on Jacob that day?
I did see him when I first arrived.
What did his PJs look like?
They were covered in blood.